Hello, travelers. I am Paul, and this is Travels with PMB. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back to my channel. What do I focus on with this channel? I focus on all things travel, whether it be a cruise, all inclusive resorts, restaurant reviews, concerts, and so much more. Also, I am a travel advisor. And so if you are looking for that dream vacation, make sure you check me out by emailing bookwithpmb@gmail.com. So we are getting ready to start the live, and it starts in Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for coming tonight. And I hope you had a great week and an even better day. Once again, we are here for another Monday Madness. We are going to talk about celebrity reflection with my special guest, Shay's Adventure. And before I bring her up, just a few things I want to talk about. And then I want to go through the chat, see who is here, and then just welcome you in. And so, one thing I want to let everybody know, I have memberships. I'm not sure if everybody knows that my channel has memberships. On top of subscribing, there are memberships, and you, as members, you get members only videos that nobody else gets to see. And so, on top of subscribing, would you also consider being a member? I believe you won't be disappointed. Now, the next thing, I know that we are talking about celebrity cruises tonight, specifically celebrity reflection. This is an announcement. I am getting ready to put out the flyer this week, sometime this week. I am having a Sail with Me, PMB, Thanksgiving Cruise 2027. That's a Sail with Me, PMB, Thanksgiving Cruise 2027 from November 20th to November 27th. It will be aboard Celebrity Apex. Now, Celebrity Apex is an Edge class ship. A lot of people seem to love the Edge class ships. And so it will be in a bigger ship than the one that I'm speaking about today, Celebrity Reflection. It is going to Key West. It is going to Grand Cayman and is going to Grand Bahama, sailing out of Port Canaveral. If you are interested in coming on this Thanksgiving group cruise 2027, I'm going to put my email. I'll put my email in the chat. Email me and I will be able to give you the pricing and let you know how much it is. But depending on what room category you have, we have interiors, we have ocean view, and also the edge veranda. And so if you're interested, I know for me particularly, I started over the course of a few years trying to do something for Thanksgiving because I felt like Thanksgiving became monotonous. So if you want to bring your family, if you don't want to have to worry about cooking and going over somebody's house and bringing a dish and cleaning up or all of that stuff, come on the cruise, Sail with Me, PMB, Thanksgiving Cruise 2027. I think we'll have a good time. Your family will have a great time just being amongst each other. And the reason why I call it Sail with Me, it's not the traditional group cruise where we have to do everything together because you may be coming with family, you may be coming with friends, but at the same time, you get to be able to take advantage of the group rate and have a great time and do something different that you've never done before. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever done like a Thanksgiving week cruise, or maybe it was a weekend and you were away for Thanksgiving, or even if it was a land vacation. Let me know in the comments what you if you ever did that, and definitely email me. And on the fly, we'll have also my number when that comes out. And so, even if you want to be able to get the flyer, email me, and then when I have the flyer ready, I'll email you, and you'll be one of the few people, first people to see the flyer when I have the email, when I have the flyer ready. So here we go, Felix. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through. Saying hi to Shay. Say it's me, Felix. Danny, hello. Thank you for coming through. Shay is saying hi to everybody. Foodies. Thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. Danny is here. Happy Monday. Thank you for being a moderator as well. Happy Monday, Danny. Keisha, strong raid. Shout out to Bill for always mentioning me after his program. He goes on live at 5, and then I go on at 6. So Warm Strong Adventures, if you've never seen his live, before this live is Warm Strong Adventures. Make sure you go check out his live at 5 o'clock on Mondays. And he's more consistent in terms of when he goes live. So more or less, he will be live every Monday at 5 p.m. And if you haven't subscribed to him, why don't you go over and subscribe? More to see. Thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. And we're saying Mickey's here. Good evening. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through tonight. We're saying hi to each other. Match the like. Yes, match the like with the number of participants in the chat. Thank you so much. If you're coming in, match the like. And then I want everybody to be also to participate in the conversation. So don't be shy. Participate in the conversation when Shay and I are speaking about celebrity reflection. We really want your point of view as we are discussing celebrity reflection. Legatia's here. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through. Liz is here. Happy Monday. Thank you for being a moderator and a member. I appreciate that. Shay saying hi. Strong raid. Um, Liz is saying hi to Points Blank Experiences here. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through. Solar Traveler 51. Happy Monday. Thank you for coming through. Danny Sea Leg Journeys is here. Thank you. Happy Monday. We're saying hi to each other, saying hi to me. Let's go. YOLO. YOLO say happy Monday. Thank you for being a moderator and a member. We're going down, staying hi to each other. Keep going through the chat. Warm Strong is here. Thank you for the raid. Happy Monday. Thank you for being a channel member and a moderator. We're saying, continuing to say hi to each other. This is my email address. If you're interested in that Sail With Me PMB Thanksgiving cruise for 2027, just email me. As I said, I will email you the flyer, or if you're interested in knowing the rates, I could send you a quote, and then we could go forward from there. I would send you a booking form, and then I would send you the quotes for it. We're saying we continue to say, hey, Josiane is here. Happy Monday, Josiane. Thank you for coming through tonight. And we're continuing to say hi to each other. I'm just going down to the chat. November is locked down for my job, is responsible for oh wow. I don't know what you do, Legacia. And in fact, and we were spending time with each other on the cruise and celebration. I don't think I asked you what you did for a living. Okay, I got you. Bill, I will be catching your replay. Work was trying to get me. No worries, Bill says. Super Ninja Mod popcorn fundraiser. She has a popcorn fundraiser for Costello syndrome. This is the link, and that I believe is the telephone number. So go and support Danny for her popcorn raiser for a great thing such as the Costello syndrome. Emily is here. Happy Monday. Hey Shay, Emily here from New York. Hey, okay, happy Monday. Now, take a moment as I'm going through here. If you have not subscribed to Shay, why not take a moment and subscribe to Shay? I don't know if you know of the new changes that's going on with YouTube, and so why not take a moment just subscribe? Hey, Carol, happy Monday. I'll be driving and listening. Thank you so much for coming. Let me see who else here who I haven't spoken to. I don't want to miss anybody. Sorry, Sea Leg. Okay. So I think we're at the end of the chat. Okay. So now let us bring up Shay. Shay's adventure. She's gonna tell you a little bit about her channel. And then after I bring her up, we will speak about celebrity reflection. She happened to be on the same cruise as me. And so, since she was on the same cruise as me, you don't want to always hear me talk, right? You don't want to only hear my opinion. And Shay has videos as well. I have several vlogs about celebrity reflection. Shay has several vlogs about celebrity reflection. So you can go and then, if you've never been on the ship and just kind of see both of our experiences. I don't know. I may have had a cameo in her video, but I don't think was in her video much, and she was in my video, especially when I remember Embarkation Day. She was in there from the beginning, but I may have had a little bit, but not really in there, so we can show definitely different experiences. So, without further ado, let me see. Definitely don't want to hear Paul talk too much. Hey, 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 Liz. Without further ado, let's bring up Shay. Hey, how you doing? Happy Monday. How are you? Thank you for coming and joining me tonight. I really
Happy Monday.
Monday. She has on my shirt. I don't even have my shirt on, but thank you so much for representing. Um, with my logo and everything of that nature. So tell us a little bit about your channel. And after that we will go into celebrating celebrity reflection.
So my channel, Shay from Shay's Adventures, and it's not a travel channel. It's about all just different adventures. It could be me going to the store, right? Things in everyday life because I feel like every day in it is an adventure.
Yes.
So sometimes we cruise, sometimes we take land vacations. It could be things here in my local area, just my adventures that I want to share. You might see my family sometimes.
Yeah, so a lifestyle channel. So hers is a lifestyle channel, and we know about lifestyle channels, and she's just sharing her experiences in her world, right? Lately you've been wanting to do more fitness, and you've been challenging us, especially me, because I needed to lose weight too, to get more fit, and that was encouraging as well. And you was talking about your journey, and so whatever you do and whatever adventures you want to share, you decide you want to share it with us through YouTube,
Right.
and we
Yes.
appreciate it, the adventure, and we love going on the adventure with her. So take a moment and subscribe to her and watch her videos. As I said, she has celebrity reflection vlogs as well as I do. I see Big Murph in the building. How you doing? Big Murph is here. Thank you for coming through. And so let us talk about celebrity reflection. I always sometimes I mess up the name. I'm like celebration, because carnival is celebration, but celebrity reflection. Now, we did this 3-day cruise, and the cruise went to the ports of Key West and to Bimini. And then, so my question is, and we could talk about this together, of course. What did you think about celebrity reflection before going on? And not so much of it could be celebrity reflection, or it could be celebrity cruises in general.
So celebrity in general, before going on them, I'm thinking that it was like a stuck up crowd.
Bougie, right?
I didn't, yeah, yeah, bougie. I didn't think that I didn't know if they would party. I didn't feel like they would party. Bougie crowd. Mm.
I thought,
I thought it was expensive,
mm,
more expensive than it was because I never looked into it.
so I think so. So okay, so Celebrity Cruises is a premium cruise line. So yes. So sometimes when you hear premium cruise lines, you think more expensive, especially Royal Celebrity. They kind of like lean to be more expensive than like a Carnival. And so right away, yes, I felt like maybe there would be a little bit more bougie crowd, as well as I didn't think that the entertainment was going to be exciting. So I didn't think I was going to be bored, but I thought that it was going to be more tame. When I thought about celebrity reflection in general, a client of mine didn't like it because he didn't care for it too much because he went on a 3-day, and I think his 3-day was over a holiday weekend. So for him, he thought it was like a booze cruise, which I've never heard somebody say that about celebrity cruises. So I guess because of that, maybe it was more turned up, maybe a different type of crowd, but he felt like it was a more booze cruise, and I think you're gonna get that a lot, especially when you have like the Monday as a holiday, because people are going to let down their hair for that weekend, knowing that they don't have to go anywhere on that Monday. Excuse me. And so so when I went there, I was just thinking, okay, it's gonna be celebrity reflection. There's gonna be celebrities. It's gonna be more tame. The most thing I heard about celebrity was the food. So I was anticipating the food to be good. Now, now, I never heard necessarily celebrity reflections food to be great. A lot of people's favorite cruise ships on celebrity is the not the Apex, but the Edge class. So they may like, oh, I love Ascent and the food, the ambiance, and all this other stuff. And I never heard anybody really go crazy and go in when it came to celebrity reflection. But just want to try it out for the first time, a 3-day cruise, and I feel like the core of who they are, regardless of if it's an older ship, if it's the newer ship, it should kind of still more or less be the same, right? Food, ambiance, the way they keep up their ships, things of that nature. That's what I want to do. Yeah, wow, booze cruise. Yes, my client said it was like a booze cruise for them 3 days. I was like, what, celebrity? So he didn't enjoy it so much because of that. He there, we talk about unlike reflection. Yes, and so we're going to talk more about reflection. So Yolo likes reflection. So what was your impressions when you first went on the ship? Like you went onto the ship and it was like, okay, I see you. You know. So mine is different because I actually signed up for like a ship tour. I don't know if anybody has ever signed up for like a ship tour where they actually take you around the ship and different places. So that was my viewpoint of the ship because I didn't have to go by myself. And so when I went in there, I felt for the most part I could see already that it wasn't really bright, right? It was a little the lighting was dim. And then so like and I felt like as I went on throughout the cruise, like a lot of the common areas was just dim, like just dimly lit. I felt like it was upkept though, so as I walked around the ship, I thought it was well kept. I thought that the flow of the ship made sense, and so it's like okay, like even though it's an older ship, I've seen older ships. The decor is horrible, the color schemes is horrible, and I said okay, Celebrity Reflection, okay, they really kept up this ship to be an older ship as it was. So what was your first impressions just walking in? And because sometimes when you walk in, right, embarkation day, you want that it's a cruise. You want that wow factor. What was your first impressions?
When I first walked on the ship, I didn't get wow factor.
Mm,
It was dim, very dim. I remember going to the muster drill, going to my room. The ship was easy to navigate.
mm,
Like first time for me, I didn't get lost the whole time on the cruise. Usually, by the end of the cruise, that's when I able to navigate the ship better. But this one, it was very easy to navigate. I was on deck 6, and I thought that was a good deck to get
mm-hmm.
around. I was close to the elevators. Now, when I made it to Serenity, that took the cake.
The Solarium.
Yeah, Solarium,
Yeah.
Solarium. Yeah, yeah,
Got Carnival on
yeah,
the brain.
yeah. That I was in awe.
Wow.
Oh, now that was my, oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
Oh, we got some people coming in. DNQEXP. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. Trying to see if anybody else came through. Any comments? I did getting lost is, but oh, that's right. Big Murph also has some stuff. YOLO has some things about celebrity reflection. I did getting lost is my middle name. I couldn't find my cabin for nothing, and so there were some. Well, now I could understand what he's saying because there were like you were walking straight and then you had to go down left and go down this corridor, and so I didn't readily find my room either, but I was like okay, then I had to keep like really looking to see. I'm not sure if I asked somebody. I may have even had to ask like one of the stewards, but after that I was good. I knew where I was. I knew how to get around this ship. At least as Evie did not navigate. Yeah.
It was.
So so here we go. Embarkation day. So the wow factor to you was the solarium. And now let's talk about embarkation day in general. Embarkation day, all right. So I did my the tour. I thought the tour was nice. The tour, they so the thing is, I tried to capture it in my video. I couldn't capture it as much as could, because so I ended up doing music because I wanted to everybody to hear what he was saying. But what was happening, they gave you like these headphones, so he wasn't really speaking loud. So like he had a mic so that you could hear him through the headphones, but he was not speaking loud. And so I like that. So if you ever have a chance to kind of do like a mini ship tour and get to kind of know the ship. If a ship has it, just do it. It happens the first day. It's early before. It happens the first day. It's early before everything else, and so just kind of just I think that's a great thing to do. And so he took us around the ship, and when he took us around the ship, I was like, okay, this is a nice ship. But my thing was the sail away party. This is the sail away party was let me know that what I thought about celebrity was wrong. I did not hear anybody tell me this about celebrity, that they actually have a fun sail away party. Like the staff, the entertainment staff, people were dancing, they were orchestrating the dances. It wasn't just music and they was expecting people to dance. They was doing the conga line, they was doing all kind of stuff. I was like, this is celebrity. I was shocked at that. I was like, that wowed me to me. I was like, okay, right away it's like I had a different impression about what celebrity cruises in general would be, and that changed my mind. I was like, okay, um, I need to open my mind because this is something that I did not expect. And of course, going through the solarium, beautiful, as you said, beautiful solarium. The only thing that I wish it didn't have it where you could walk through it so easily, but I felt like people respected the space as we went further on, because we did not have a lot of noise. Even though there was kids going back and forth, I felt like when we got into that space, people knew, okay, come on, keep it moving. Like this is like a serene space to be able to relax. We don't want a lot of noise going on in here. And so I thought that was a I thought that was my wow factor to me. Now let's go forward. Since we talk about the rooms, let's talk about the rooms and the bedrooms. Now this is where it's like, now let it be known, like celebrity reflection is going to have a dry dock, and they're going to be adding all these different restaurants, and so different things that's happening in March. So if you're interested in trying out Celebrity Reflection, maybe revamped, look into a cruise somewhere in March. I think it's after March 15th or something of that nature, or maybe after that is the first 3-day cruise. Then check that out. Let me see who I'm missing in the comments. Do, 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 do. Okay, saying hi to each other. Um, See, like Journey, as long as I can find something to eat, I'm good. I just ate a half a bag of popcorn. Thanks. Talk about Danny. Let's see who's here. I try to find markers like familiar pictures, doors. He's talking to Big Murph, so that he doesn't get lost. People be sleeping on celebrity. We love it. Yes, I think that's what I think that's what I felt too. I was sleeping on it until I experienced like this is different than I thought about. Foodies, I finally found a marker by the third day. Big Murph, the third day, you was getting lost for 3 days on a 3-day cruise to get to your room, bro. Come on. I don't think I've heard anything about a sail away party. Me, I did not hear anybody. I'm sorry. Maybe I missed something on somebody's video, but I didn't. I don't remember seeing a lot of times. So the thing, this is the thing. As content creators, I feel like some people don't really do sail away parties all the time because they've done it so much. So when I see content, sometimes it's like, okay, I missed the sail away party, I'm doing something else, and so they go on with other things in the ship because so they don't show the sail away party, and so I don't remember seeing it anywhere, and so it was my first time, and I thought it was going to be dumbed down. I thought it was just going to be simple, and it was just like, wow, they actually party on celebrity, and the demographics is mixed as well, right, Shay? When we went on
Right.
there, it wasn't a lot of older people or senior people. It was a mixed crowd on there, little kids all the way up. And so it's definitely different. Hey, Raquel is here. Thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. Appreciate it. Let's see, we're saying hi to Raquel. Um, Saying, is Tanya here? I see somebody said Tanya. Hey, Tanya's here. Happy Monday, Tanya. Their President's Cruise is May, so that should be fun. Um, it is my pleasure. I will be doing a back to back in June under reflection after the refresh. I'm thinking about possibly doing a 3 day cruise if I can fit it in for March just to see how it looks, just to kind of compare, okay, how it was to how it is how it will be. So I'm really thinking about it. Not a back to back, but just maybe their first 3 day cruise. So if y'all are interested in that, let me know. Maybe we see each other on that ship. I was too exhausted to go to the sail away on my cruise. My travel day was horrible and wore me all the way out. Wow, I understand. Travel the S class. The X class, we're doing the X class. I have a sail with me on next year for Thanksgiving. So that will be on Celebrity Apex from November 20th to the 27th, and I am looking forward to trying out the Edge class all the way out, all the way out. He was so let's talk about the bedroom. My bedroom, and I thought I saw, I don't know, it was Carlene or somebody else, or maybe it was Kel. I think it was Big Murph. I think Big Murph showed me his room, and his room looked nicer, and we had, I believe, the same interior stateroom. His room looked like brighter, a little nicer, and mine was more dated and brown, and so the stateroom wasn't the best to me, and so I'm sure they will fix all of that hopefully with the dry dock. But I did have a good night's sleep, so that's important to me. Like I wasn't miserable. I said it before, you go on some of these cruise ships and you have such a horrible night's sleep, the mattress is too hard or what have you, but I remember having a good night's sleep even though my room was a little bit, what it was, red couch, burgundies, and once again the dim lighting carried over from some of the common areas into the bedroom. So if you see my room tour, you can see that was it, people. Like the light you saw, I'm walking around. It's not that I didn't have all the lights on. That was it. That was the lighting, and so I think the brightest might have been the bathroom, but in the bedroom area itself, no. So what you thought about yours? You had a balcony.
Yeah. I had a
Mm-hmm.
veranda balcony obstructed view. It was dim in there, and I didn't realize it until you mentioned it. But your room was dim because I had the balcony and the light coming in. And I was like, is it dim? And I went back. I said, "Whoa, yeah,
Yeah.
it
See.
was dim. It was dim." But the view is supposed to be obstructed view. I still see. Like
Okay.
lifeboats were there, but it did not bother me at all. And I will book an obstructed view again. Um,
So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
it surprised me one night. I came back to my cabin after being out, and there was a bottle of wine on my bed.
Oh, that was
Excuse me.
nice. I don't know, where's
I
my
thought
bottle of wine? I didn't get one. I guess because you
I
had the
thought they were
balcony.
trying to trick me. I'm like, we ain't opening that. I went down to guest service, and the guy at guest service, he actually laughed at me. He laughed, not out loud, but he was like, "It's a gift. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
You can have it, lady."
Well, that was nice. I guess maybe I don't know if they do that for balconies or above or what have you, but that was really nice. So you talked about the obstructive view. Just a little tip. I like to share these. I was upgraded one time to a balcony room, and I thought it was a full balcony room, but when you look at it, it was an obstructed room. And so sometimes they call these rooms obstructed because your eyes are in sight of the boats, the lifeboats. So in other words, it's not really lower. You could kind of like see it. Sometimes you could probably, even if you wanted to, you would never do, kind of like jump on it because it's that close. But at the end of the day, if you're at the right there by the at the balcony, you could see clearly into the ocean. And so, if you are looking for some rooms and maybe want to save a little bit of money, it's not obstructed where it's right in front of your face. When they always say obstructed, it would probably have to, you probably have to like do a little research or try ask a travel agent who would like look it up for you to see like how obstructed it is, because then you may save yourself a little bit of money and it really isn't obstructed, but they consider it obstructed because the lifeboats probably they have it where if the lifeboats is not few feet away from your room, then they consider it to be obstructed. Now, M says, is 3 days good enough and worth it money wise? You can get some really good rates for a 3 day cruise, and I think one thing when it comes to 3 day cruise, why I do 3 day cruises, sometimes you just want a quick getaway. And sometimes you just want a quick getaway. You just need a release. Vacation time also, if you're a person that need to look at vacation times, maybe you can't do a 7 day, a 5 day all the time, but if you can do a 3 day cruise and it covers a weekend, especially if the Monday is a holiday, then maybe you're only using one vacation day, but at the same time you get a chance to have a vacation. And I think that's what it is. 3 day cruise also, I feel like with 3 day cruise, for the most part, it is going to be cheaper, of course, a 3 day cruise. So then you're saving money on that respects as well. Also, I feel like if you're doing a 3 day cruise, like with a smaller ship, you can do way more, especially depending on if you come off the ship or you stay on the ship. Now, for example, we went to Key West, I came off the ship. But then we went to Bimini. I've been to Bimini before, so I kind of went off the ship for maybe the space of 30 minutes. And so with a 3 day cruise, if you decide to make that your destination, then it's almost as if you decided, let me go to an island or whatever. You make that your destination. And so if it was like Nassau and Bimini, maybe I would have just stayed on the ship for the whole thing. And then I would have been able to enjoy it within those few days. And we're going to talk about dining. I did specialty dining. I was able to enjoy the entertainment. And I really felt like I got a full experience. And a 3 day cruise, I feel like my first cruise was a 3 day cruise. And my first cruise was for being a 3 day cruise. This, especially if I think sometimes it's good to do a 3 day cruise if possible, if you've never tried a cruise line before, to kind of get your feet wet. Now you may be a cruiser, but say like, I want to try this cruise line. I don't want to do like a 7 day, a 8 day cruise, and then I may not like it. Let me just do maybe a quick 3 day cruise, and then I go from there and say, oh wow, like I really enjoyed the experience. Okay, now I'll see how they do things. Let me go on a 7 day cruise, things of that nature. And so there, I think there's many benefits. Maybe that's a video. Like put those things down for me, Shay. Maybe I'll make that into a video. Benefits of a 3 day cruise. I said it all right here now. Act like if I put out the video, act like you didn't hear it. And so so I think those are the benefits. How was your room, Shay? How was your room, Shay? I think she said it, right? You said how your room was.
Yeah,
You had a good night's sleep? How was the bed?
I didn't have a problem sleeping. The bed was
Okay,
fine.
Big Bird said, "I the bed I had was so comfortable, felt like I was floating on pillows, even though the ship was rocking." I felt so too. I felt like it was
Oh
comfortable. I didn't have no
yeah.
issues with the comfortable bed. The best. I don't know about the best now. Um, I, I love. I think for comfortability, Princess got to be up there still for me. I really think so. Princess still has to be up there, but it was really comfortable. Shay got all the wine. He says she got all the wine.
I
Um,
brought
was
that
your
wine home.
was your cabin haunted? Is Celebrity Reflection haunted? Did you? Is this a
I
thing?
heard something about that recently.
Really? You heard that
Haunted
Celebrity Reflection is haunted?
cabins. I heard about haunted cabins recently.
Really? Did somebody die on Celebrity Reflection? Did something happen on Celebrity Reflection for it to be haunted? Let me know. That's how they get Shay. The dim news seems shocking for Celebrity Cruise Line. They seem like they are a fancy cruise line. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that wasn't fancy to me. I think I like the ambiance and stuff, even though it was dim. But I see where they was going. But I think like once it's gutted and the dry dock, I think it would be so much better. I don't mind being near the lifeboat. That will be the muster station of something. You can't just
Right.
you can't just jump on the lifeboat from your room. I've only stayed in concierge level on Celebrity. My cruise in December, Chris says, is a casino comp, and we did an upgrade to get the. Ooh, nice, nice, Chris. Oh, okay, a quick getaway. Gotcha. Yeah, quick getaway. And my first time being on Celebrity, so it was like, if I didn't like it and I did a 7 day, that's 7 days, 7 days worth of money. 7 days is like, oh my God, get me off the ship. I don't like paying air for a 3 day cruise. But the thing about it is, I said this before, somewhere else, if you're doing a 3 day cruise, you don't always have to make the cruise your destination. Like for example, if you're sailing out of Miami, stay a few days in Miami. If you don't like just stay doing a 3 day, stay. So many people go to ports and they do not enjoy the port. They just sail. They just fly into Miami, fly into Fort Lauderdale, fly into Port Canaveral, and never really enjoy the port. So if you don't like a 3 day cruise, extend it. You know, put on 2 more days. Stay in Miami. Enjoy the Miami life. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the activities in Miami. Go to Port Canaveral. Go to Disney. Go to Universal. If you're doing Port Canaveral, enjoy everything that's there. Fort Lauderdale. Some people love Fort Lauderdale beaches. Go on the beach, get a nice hotel, stay there and relax. Relax. I mean, so you don't have to just make it be about do a land and sea combination. We're gonna go through the chat because we have to talk about dining, right, Shay? I think you
Oh, that's
popcorn.
my favorite.
I have stayed in concierge with my two celebrity cruises. 3 days is not enough to me. Travel time, hotel flights. I need 5 days. Add on the 2 days in the location. YOLO. Just add on 2 days in Miami. Add on 3 days in Orlando, or add on this place stuff I haven't done in Miami. Places things I haven't always done in Port Canaveral. Mine was a 4 day cruise. Oh, you did a 4 day cruise. Cool. Did it right? Mine's was 4 nights as well, and I did a side to side, so that made it a week. Got you. No weekend cruises drivable to port around us here in Jersey. Not a weekend cruise, but if you're in Jersey, I'm in New York, so you can always do. There's 4 day cruises. There's 4 day cruises in out of New York City, right? Maybe not a 3 day, but 4 day cruises, either going to Bermuda or going to New England, and not what's just stay a night in the city, do Broadway, see whatever. Like you can do some stuff. If you coming into New York, see a Broadway play, go to some nice restaurants, and right away you're extending that vacation from 4 days to 5 to 6 days, just by doing that. With the back to back, we will hit Key West twice. On the first one, we will get Bimini. The second one, we will have a Sea Day and Coco Cay. All right, that sounds like a good itinerary. Good time on the water. We had an attractive view. I would not have minded, but our balcony was a hazard. Ooh, are you gonna do a video about that? I heard you say mention that you don't do 3 days, minimum 4 days. On the casino comp in December, we are going to Key West, Sea Day, and Nassau. No, a comfortable bed is the best. Not saying celebrity bed. Laugh, laugh, loud. Oh, okay, got you, got you. For best bed, it's either Holland America or Princess. I was on both, so I still have to say Princess. Holland America was good though. I remember it being comfortable. But you've been in Holland America more than I have. So, but I've been on Princess more than Holland America. So the more I go on Holland America, then That'll be something. The bed was comfortable. My bed on Star Princess was better. Can't remember if Star Princess was better than Ascent. Note for the next time. Okay, it's a good night's sleep. I think is so important. Like I'm sorry, I've been on cruise ships and the bed was too hard. I was miserable. I mean, I had to ask for a pillow top. It was just not good. They're probably talking about the short I made when my closet door was knocking and I said it was haunted. Oh, I'm thinking it was a whole thing that celebrity reflection is haunted. You have me thinking somebody died on the ship and everything. Hey, Veronica, thank you for coming through. Hi, Sis Shay. Hello, Paul, driving and listening. Let's see, going through, saying hi to Veronica. Cost per night is not worth the extra nights when you visit so much. I will book extra nights in Europe because I don't sail as much. Okay. For me, 7 nights and above, I feel any shorter is a tease. How many cruises you do a year? 7 nights and above. We would do six a minimum. I agree, Mickey's. Are we saying hi to each other? I feel as if you're unpacked and it's time to repack and go home. My point is, we wish we had the opportunity to take a weekend cruise without using vacation time. Nothing offered here near us like in Florida, 4 days, but weekends, not weekends. Weekdays, not weekends. Hey V, we saying hi to each other. Josiane is truly how it feels to me. Nip Technique Broadway show, something else than that. Trust me. Yes, vlog posted Saturday out now. 7 day cruise or more for Josiane. I really like the lawn club on top. I am sad they are replacing it with artificial turf during the refresh. Yeah, I did like the natural grass of it, right? Miami is like a second home to me. There is not much to explore anywhere. So if I find a cruise out of Miami, it has to be 7 nights or longer. You know what? If I do a short cruise out of Miami, I do. I'm a foodie, so Miami has a great food scene. So if you're not a foodie, that may be different. And so sometimes I just like to go to certain places, and there's restaurants I have not gone to. Like I'm staying somewhere in Miami in October, and they have like a different menu, some kind of like summerish menu, and so I'm gonna take advantage of that. So I like that to do that. I still haven't done like museums and things of that nature in Miami, and something of that I would like to. It was a great vlog to YOLO. Yes, it was. I have been doing 2 to 3 cruises a year. Got you. Shay, what is your favorite part of cruising? They asked you that. What is your favorite part of cruising? Liz asked you that.
My favorite part is just being on the ocean, the peace. I love the beauty of the ocean. I love everything is included. I
Yeah,
love not having to plan what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go when I'm on vacation. I could pack one time, get on the cruise, and I don't have to worry about anything else.
yeah.
I don't have to worry about entertainment. It's the ease of it. I enjoy the ease of it.
So let's talk about dining. So the dining room. Let's talk about the dining room. What did we think about the dining room? Go ahead, Shay.
Um. Okay. Can we back up to
To the
the
buffet.
buffet?
Well, let's talk about the buffet. So the buffet was the first experience we had eating. And so, what did you think about the buffet?
I enjoyed the buffet. My
Yeah,
favorite part was that chicken, that fried chicken, and met a lady. She's been sitting there talking, talking, talking. I'm trying to enjoy my food. My chicken got cold. I had to go get more, and she's still talking. I'm like, oh, lady, please let me enjoy. I just want to enjoy my little lunch. That's all. and
um,
I
that's
enjoyed that
funny.
the fish they had also.
And she was
I
right
didn't.
next to, and she was right next to you, so
Yeah.
she was talking more to you than me.
And I'm like, okay, she just won't stop. But I enjoyed the buffet. I enjoyed everything on the buffet. Yeah. And
So,
go ahead.
so I enjoyed the buffet too. The first day, I was like, okay, okay, celebrity. I had the fried chicken as well, and I had some other things. from the buffet, and I thought the food was delicious. Now, I did have the buffet one night. I didn't go to the dining room. I did have the buffet for dinner, and I think just maybe what I selected was just okay to me. So I thought that like for lunch, that lunch was like was great, and then for dinner was just like okay, So it wasn't horrible, but it was just okay. But I was really impressed for the buffet for lunch when we got on the ship and we had that great food. It was seasoned, was flavorful. It was just really delicious. Let's talk about the dining room.
Dining room. I went to the dining room on the first night. Um, my food was delicious. Everything was flavorful. I had the prime rib. I think my vegetable was green beans or something like that. That was delicious. No complaints about the food in the dining room. None.
I
Again, it was dim, but that's the whole ship.
mhm,
Y'all saw I couldn't see my menu. That was real.
yes.
Gotta pull out the flashlight. And so the experience in the dining room, there's a lot of people that keep coming over asking, is everything okay?
Mm,
You want wine? Would you like something to drink? Is everything okay? It's like, everything is fine. I just want to enjoy my food. That's it. Like,
mm,
can you let me eat in peace, please? I will call you if I need you. So they were very attentive, like almost overbearing. Like,
mm.
back off, just let me eat. But other than that, the food was good in the dining room.
I thought the same thing. I thought the food was good in the dining room, and once again dim. And so it was dim there. It was dim in the specialty restaurants. It was just dim. I don't know. And I don't know if they do that because it's an older ship, so then you do, it just kind of takes away less power, in terms of the power. So you just keep the lights dim, or what have you, or that's just the makeup of the ship. But I did enjoy the food in the dining room. I think I had it once, but when I did have it, I did enjoy it, and I thought the customer service was good, and I think they were flexible when you were saying like, can I, in terms of where you want to sit in the dining room, like, so I thought that was good as well. Now let's talk about the specialty restaurants. You did one.
I did one. I did Tuscan Grill.
Okay, so you let me know your experience in Tuscan Grill, and then I'll say my experience. And these are all in the vlogs if you want to go into more of what we ate. But go ahead, Tuscan Grill, your experience.
Tuscan Grill. It was good. I got the one of my entrees I got was what do you call it? The brick lemon chicken
Mm,
brick. I didn't enjoy that too much. I actually ordered two entrees. I ordered that and I ordered the chicken parm. That was
mm,
much better.
okay.
But my soup, that soup was so good. I tried to come home and copy the recipe.
What was the soup again? I forgot. It was delicious. It was really delicious. I just can't remember the name of the soup again, but it was really delicious.
Yeah, it was really delicious. Yeah, I tried to come home and I needed to make that soup. Like, come on, drink out the doggone bowl.
So,
Oh, and dessert. A dessert was recommended.
hmm
Fig, fig gelato or something like that.
I think it was gelato or ice cream. I can't remember. Yeah,
It never had fig before, but it was good. It did the job.
so
I
good.
usually don't get dessert. I skip out on dessert. I know people in the comments, y'all don't like that, but I skip out on dessert. I won't even get a fruit bowl, cheese plate, nothing. I no dessert. But I got dessert and that was good too. So yeah, I again food, no complaints. Just that chicken, I didn't enjoy it that much. Brussels sprouts, not Brussels sprouts. I had asparagus. Asparagus was good. No, no, it wasn't asparagus. Broccoli. Everything was good. I enjoyed my food.
The one thing about Tuscan Grill, I believe everything I like except, and I had to, I don't like returning back food. If it has to be literally inedible, can't eat it. And I was trying my best not to return this food item. And that's when I replaced it with the soup. And I'm so glad I did because it was such a great replacement. So I like calamari. But when I was eating the calamari, literally the calamari was slipping out of the breading. So I guess they didn't fry it hard enough, and it was very chewy. And I was trying my best. I was trying to, like, knife and fork it, and every time, like, the breading just came off. And so after attempting that, I said, "Can I just have something else, please?" And so that was the only thing that was a miss for me. I believe that fig ice cream or gelato was just like great. I've never had that before, and I love the thing about these things. I'm going to specialty restaurants. You're experiencing something that you've never had. Try something that you never had before sometimes, and that was one of the items. But for the most part, I did like it. When it came to, so you did one specialty, I did the porch. Now the porch was okay to me. I think one of the things I did really like was they had like a lobster bisque. I love lobster bisque as long as it's flavorful, and of course, like sometimes they get cheap on the lobster itself. But I think that was the best item of my, but everything else was just like, it was okay. It wasn't, and I think, as you said, when I kept hearing so much about how great celebrities food is, you kind of go with the anticipation of, I'm going to have a great experience, right? Regardless of which, whether it be the dining, the buffet, and so I was kind of a little bit disappointed because I was expecting it to be a little bit better. It wasn't awful, but it was just kind of like middle of the road when it came to the porch. And so if I had to choose one over the other of like which to choose for a specialty restaurant, definitely, I would do Tuscan Grill, and I would do Tuscan Grill again. And so let us talk about the entertainment. So let's do entertainment. So one thing I liked about, we didn't do the casino, right? Did you go into the casino?
Went into the casino,
Oh,
but
okay.
I didn't play.
So one thing I like about this cruise is that the whole casino is non-smoking. And I kind of appreciate that, because if you're walking by, if you're walking through, you're not walking through like a cloud of smoke or what have you. And so I appreciated the fact that on this ship that the casino was non-smoking. What did you think about the production shows, the singers, and the shows in general?
Um, I enjoyed the production show. I do not remember the name of it. Um, they did a good job as far as
Hmm.
the singers performing. I forgot what song they were singing, but yeah, yeah, they did good. I enjoyed that.
I thought they were phenomenal too. That's, my practice is, if you don't impress me on the first night, I'm not going back. And so and so and then I saw some of the singers, same singers, on Yolanda's vlog of celebration. So whenever she went, because so I saw the same singers. I thought their voices were great. I thought the shows was great, and you gotta have strong voices to me to be leading these songs. And I thought, I really enjoyed the production shows. On Celebrity Reflection, when it came to the they had the deck parties, right? So they had the deck parties. They had the silent party. I love the silent disco party, or the silent party. They had like 3 days DJs. It was just fun, which I did not expect. In my mind, I don't see silent parties with Celebrity Reflection. This is another thing that kind of like, whoa, they're having a silent party. And then I missed the deck party you told me, right? Like, I
Yeah,
didn't realize it was on the
shine at
agenda.
night.
So I missed the deck party. And then during the day, they also had sometimes like dance classes as well. So what did you think about the silent party? I know you filmed a little bit of it, and I filmed a little bit of it as well.
Well, that was my first silent party.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
first ever. It was fun. It was a little weird. I kept like taking off my headphones so I could hear, and all you hear is people singing different songs.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I met a friend. I had a couple friends. There's one friend. She was all over the place dancing. this one lady, she kept telling me to change my station. I'm like, why? I don't want to listen to what you listening to. The silent party, it was fun. It
Yeah,
was fun. I will do the silent party again. Like I will stay up. I think like on Carnival is usually late, 11 o'clock. I'll stay up for that.
it was fun. I
It was
really enjoyed
fun.
it. I've only done it a
It
few.
was fun. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting celebrity to be so fun, so laid
Yeah,
back.
me too. Yeah, I was looking more laid back, and they was giving me silent parties. They was giving me deck parties. They was giving me a lively sail away party. It was just like party, just different than what I was expecting. Then they had, of course, trivia, and then they have the game show. So they had like a yes and no game show, and other game shows like that. And so I'm gonna show a little bit of a game show, and our friend here, Shay, is here. So she gave me the permission to show it. So let us bring it up, and then we will see how it is.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Everybody, 3, 2, 1,
This is the
go.
yes or no game show.
Miss Shay, who you cruising with? That gentleman there?
Kind of solo.
You kind
Like
of
she disowned
solo.
me.
Yes.
Let's run that back a little bit.
Kind of
I was
solo.
talking.
You kind of solo.
Yes.
So the object of the game is not to say no or yes, and they start. And so this is a game show. I think the first time I've seen it was on Princess, and it was kind of good to see it also on Celebrity. And so the object of the game, they will give you a moment to kind of get the yeses and nos out your system, and then once you get that out of your system, then they will all then go forward from there and then say start the clock. When you start the clock, that was one of the cruise directors or assistant cruise director. I can't remember if she's the main one or assistant, and they will ask you questions. So they asked Shay that question, and she said yes.
It's much easier to play from your seat versus being on the stage.
Yes. Yes.
From my seat, I could see what people were doing, how they managed to have less questions asked. But sitting there, yes, oh man, I
Yeah.
said the wrong thing. It's
And
amazing
so,
how many times we say yes,
or
yes,
no, or
uh
yeah,
huh,
and any
yeah, hmm
derivative of that you're not allowed to say. And so, yeah, I never played it, but you know what they did? They went around and asked you your name, and they put your name down. So be careful when you go on a
yeah,
celebrity
yeah.
reflection. You you
You didn't know
because I guess there
what
was a
you
lot
write
of
your name
people.
down for.
Yeah, they put your name down. You didn't volunteer your name, so they could have easily have called me, but I think Shay was like the last one, and I was like,
Yeah.
whoo, yeah, I missed out on that one. Next, let's talk about. I think that's it. We talked about entertainment, and I think that's it. Would you sell like celebrity reflection again? And let me know in the comments. I know that Chris likes it, loves it. Yola has loved it. Those individuals, and we're wrapping up. Those individuals who sailed it, would you sell celebrity reflection, or you just love the Edge class ships, or would you do celebrity reflection? They don't only do 3-day cruises. We went on a 3-day cruise, but would you try out celebrity reflection, especially since they are going to do the dry dock March of next year? I'm really considering trying to do it. If I can, I have to look at see if I have the time available. But would you sell celebrity reflection again? Or will you sell celebrity in general again after this experience?
So I will sell Celebrity Reflection again. Um, maybe for the 4 day. Give me another day now that I know what it's like, and I'm
Yeah,
interested in trying out a different ship. I want
yeah.
to see what else they have to offer. I enjoy that.
Exactly. So I wanna. So when I after that, I think that's the reason why it kind of like pushed me to say, let me try celebrity again for Thanksgiving of next year. That's why I want to do the sale with me. and I'm looking forward to it. Everybody I've heard that have done edge class ships seem to really enjoy it. I want to see what they have to bring to the table in terms of more offerings, in terms of more dining experiences, in terms of more entertainment, more space, just more space to do more entertainment. And the one thing about Celebrity Reflection, it was a smaller ship, but they tried their best to contain it and have these different areas where they can do like that game show was literally like people was walking back and forth behind us. It wasn't a separate room, and it was just out in the open, and they had chairs. And so you walking back and forth and you could just sit down in the chair. So it didn't have its own separate venue space. And so it was really limited based upon how many the chairs were. So if anybody was watching the game, they were really outside of us sitting down, but they were really like somewhere off in the corner just watching. And so let me go through the comments. You can't get on Celebrity and not eat. Yes, we were eating. And one thing I like to do, I always like to do, I got to try out the specialty restaurants. I'm like that. I want to try the dining. I'll try the free options, but I got to try out at least one specialty restaurant. I tried out two, to see just how it is. And just like Royal and Celebrity, they have these deals, and some of the specialty restaurants, at the end of the day, by the time they give you these deals before you come on the ship, is really reasonable. And so I like that, the fact that, like, yeah, one price may be one price, but by the time they give you a 50% off or what have you, really reasonable to do these specialty restaurants. For me, just get me on a cruise, and I am happy. I am not a snob. If it is short, I would try to do a back to back or side to side. I've done one back to back and one side to side. So one was with MSC Davina years ago, and one was with that was the back to back, and the side to side was just last year, where I did one of the seas first, my first. So I did two first. First of all, it was my first side to side, and then it was the first time being on a royal ship with one of the seas, and my first time being on the celebrity ship with Celebrity Reflection. You have you done a side to side
No,
or back to back? Not yet,
no.
not yet. I am not a foodie, but I love the restaurant vibes with family, which we do whenever I visit this family. We try different restaurants. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, me too. I love it. I was surprised with the sommelier. I had to get that right in the NDR. However, she was not impressed when I ordered the finest Diet Coke from the current year. What did you say, Chris? Did you say can I have a 2025 Diet Coke? Tell me you said that. I wish, if you did say that, I wish you had the video where you said it. I did have an issue with some of the food on the buffet. Okay, not being kept at temperature. Okay, mac and cheese should not be ice cold like they took it out the refrigerator. Oh no, yeah, I don't. Yeah, mac, and I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur. I'm not gonna lie. I agree, but I might be a little bit of a snob, laugh out loud. But 7 days or three-quarter back to back, side to side. The most days I've done is nine. The most days I've done is 10. But I want to try longer when I can afford the PTO. Exactly, the PTO is holding us back, man. P- PTOs, let us work on these cruise ships. Tell it. Let's put a petition. What's up, Chris? Did you guys finish the popcorn yet? You saying it was Celebrity has the best buffet at sea so far. Ascent and Reflection, very good buffet. Okay. I don't know what it was. I think for dinner, I don't know if I was just trying to get something to eat just before the a production show, and maybe that was the night that they had the silent party. So I think my choices was just kind of like, okay, let me just get something. And so if I probably would have taken my time, I would have really scoped out the area to see like, okay, what I really wanted and what I thought would have been the most flavorful and best experience for the buffet. Because I agree, Yolo. Ascent is amazing. A lot of people saying Ascent is great, and I would love to try it out one year. Yolo agree. Great buffets on Celebrity, and I don't know. I felt like after lunch, I didn't have it for breakfast. I didn't have it for lunch or anything else. I was just having like specialty restaurants or what have you. Um, the pizza on the refrigerator was a miss for me. You didn't try the pizza, right, Shay?
No,
I
I
didn't
didn't.
try it. You've been on a roll lately, tickets and tickles and haha. On Beyond, those people will knock you down on seafood day.
Hmm. Hmm.
Wow. I think that's every ship that has seafood at the buffet.
I can see that happening.
Give me my shrimp, right? Like, boom.
Hmm.
My niece and nephews refuse to go back and say, really? Oh, because they probably there's nothing for them to do. That's the one thing. There was no slides.
Yeah.
So and so I think we talked about Premier when I talked about Premier Cruises last week with TJ. We talked about that was the one of the drawbacks of some of the Premier Cruises, that even though they have kid clubs, they don't really have like the slides and all these different things like the contemporary cruise lines like Carnival and Royal. So they have them, and depending how many kids are on the ship can make it different in terms of like who's going to be in there and if it's going to be club, is going to be fun or not. And so it makes sense that they have space, but it has space in those only s- rooms, right? In those clubs, not outside of that club. So yeah, if you used to going into pools and to slides and all that thing of that nature, and then all of a sudden the kids go on a cruise ship where they don't have that, yeah, it's like night and day. I actually love the casino flow and the bar. Yes, I love the casino. Oh, that thing with no smoking, it was just like so good. My popcorn will be here Wednesday. Hey, Chet, don't eat all at once and don't let sense eat it all too. Elle sailed in February. Okay, she sailed in February. We went in December. We went in December, right, Shay?
Was it December or was it November?
Hmm. No, I can't remember. One of them is other this November. Okay, and they still was around. That they feel that their activities are underrated. After being on a second time, they refuse to try another. I am trying to convince them to try the new ships, and it is still a hard no. Yeah, they want the slides. They want all that other stuff, not just whatever the activities are in the rooms. Old people on Celebrity Party more than old people on Royal. They dance more. Hmm. Okay. I feel like, well, I was on Wonder. I would love to see how it is on Trevor. Yes, Quissy, did I say hi to you? I don't remember saying hi. If I didn't, sorry. How are you doing? Happy Monday. Thanks for coming through. And yes, well, see, I was on Wonder, so it was weird because the pools were so big that there wasn't enough like space to dance. So I wonder if I would have to go on an older ship that see how they are, but everybody was dancing. Everybody was having a good time for the sailaway party. It really was good. I mean, of course, you're always gonna have those people who look and don't get involved. I missed the deck party too. I don't know what I was doing, but I missed it. I missed silent disco too. What you doing,
In the
YOLO?
casino. In the
Maybe I was in the,
casino.
yeah, but yeah, exactly. You in the casino. You're missing everything. Are you the one of those people, YOLO, that you just sitting there and waiting for the ship to sail away, and then start playing your machine? Yeah. Probably I agree. They partied whenever the music was going. That's probably why my client said it was a party ship because they was always partying. They was just like the movie, your music was going. Let's go. They have to do things to keep people entertained, and I think they're doing a great job. Yeah, I think so too. Maybe not kids, but I mean, they give you the option, and maybe it's that if it's not for everybody. Dang, never mind, Shay. Why you said that? Did you see the show at the Martini Bar? Hmm. Was there a show at the Martini Bar? What was there? I missed it then.
I did not see it. I believe it was around dinner time. That's why I kept
Was that
missing.
just kind of like a drink show or there's
Yeah, they mixing and they pouring a
oh
line of drinks and doing a show. And
oh
I think those drinks I heard they give them away. I don't know. They put on
I
the whole
missed.
show.
Oh, see, Bill wants you to drink. Come on, Shay. Come on.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm sad I missed. I wanted to see that. Well, it was just the timing, and I don't recall seeing that on the planner.
The agenda, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing it.
If not knowing the assignment had a face, laugh my behind out. Let me see. Let me see. I would definitely sail again. Good. waiting on the updates. Oh, okay, but also would also try other ships in that class. What's in the class? What's in the class of reflection? Is reflection the solstice class? Does anybody know
Right.
offhand?
Right. Yeah.
If you're trying to look real quick, I think it's the solstice class. It is the solstice class. So so you have four other sister ships in that class. So the Celebrity Solstice, Celebrity Equinox, Celebrity Eclipse, Celebrity Silhouette. So four other ships besides Celebrity Reflection. So, but Celebrity Reflection is the newest out
Hmm.
of that class. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go older, you can, but yeah. So I felt like I've seen some group cruises where somebody did something on like a silhouette or something of that nature. The music around celebrity ships is good too. Lots of R&B and the music piped around the ships. Um, I can't remember. Did we see? Oh, there was some. Well, it differs because I saw somebody different on Yolo's blog. There was this great singer that was by a bar. She was by herself, and I think she was playing guitar. She was phenomenal. It was just she was just so great. Like I could just, if I had the time, that I would have stayed there longer and just enjoyed her singing. And so I enjoyed that part. Club music is whack, but they do take requests. Okay. Agreed. I commented on that in my vlog. Entertainment was really good. I enjoy the entertainment. I can actually work on the ship. I don't want to. Mm. Okay, got you. So you can go on vacation. Oh wow. You can go on vacation and work anywhere in the world. I got you. No, I go in when I go in, usually after dinner and shows. Yes, so solstice class. Okay. All right. So let me know if so it seems like a lot of people would try it again, and it seems like a lot of people have done celebrity. If I would try it again, I would love to. I think they're coming out with a new ship. Um, if I'm not mistaken, is either this year or 2028. I think it's at the end of 2028. Is anybody looking to go on their newest ship when it comes out, or are you not an individual that likes new ships? Depending on the price, and the weekend, I think I have it in the back of my head, to maybe consider it. I know that their last ship excelled, but there was a little bit of mixed reviews on their very last ship. So, is anybody planning to go on it? I think I would. I'm now I'm remembering that I had put it in the back of my mind when they finally released the dates to kind of like really look and see how much it is and see if I'd consider it. But you know how these new ships are very expensive, and I don't know if I would sometimes just wait. For example, sometimes I just like even Norwegian. They come up with these ships. I don't always go to New York. I don't always go to Miami. I wait for it to come up to New York. Less on flights, and therefore, and sometimes I could probably get a good deal after the initial season is coming out. Celebrity Excite. Yes, exactly. I think it's November 2028. You gonna go on that, Chris? Are you considering it? I don't think they have the dates out. So I think in the back of my mind, I just put, okay, November 28th. I believe they usually, some of these cruises, at least for the first cruise, it may be a shorter cruise, maybe a 3, 4, 5 day. A lot of times they do that just to kind of fill in the space, especially when they're coming from Europe or what have you, and then they will just do that and go forward from there. So, I would consider it. Would you consider it, Shay? I am not. I am waiting for the price drops. I'm waiting for. But we did. They didn't come out with the dates yet, right, Chris? I don't think they came out with the dates yet. Hey, Cheryl, thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. Would you consider it, Cheryl? So you would consider definitely another ship, right? So that's your consensus. Would you consider a new ship, or new ships are really not for you to like go on a new ship as soon as it comes out? Or
Inaugural.
you,
I'm not
yeah,
interested in inaugurals.
got you.
Uh-uh. I'll wait until a couple sailings. Wait till the price come down. Wait till they work out all the kinks, and
I
then
did.
I go.
I did see that one time. I saw. I keep forgetting his name. I think his name is Pembroke. I think he's a bald-headed guy, older gentleman that has a great YouTube following. And one of the tips was don't go on like inaugural cruises because, as you said, sometimes they still need to work out the kinks
Yeah.
first, and especially if it's your first cruise. Like so, for example, in like next year, I am going to do at least celebration um festival, right? When it comes Carnival's festival when it comes out, but it's not their first cruise because they're doing a transatlantic, and I'm hoping they got 15 days to work out the kinks before I get there. You know what I'm saying? So they have a little time.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's inaugural seasons, but sometimes some cruise ships do sailings within Europe, and then finally come to do the Caribbean. And so, yes, the first inaugural are for the Caribbean, but they've been doing some sailing. So, in that respects, yes, they had time to kind of work up the kinks. I remember one time, and we're going. I remember one time. I think it was one of the princess ships that just came out, and somebody had said yeah, some stuff wasn't operational. Like they were still working out the kinks, and it was like somewhere in Europe. But by the time I think they came to the Caribbean, they had worked out all those kinks. Like celebrities, captains, they usually have personalities more like cruise directors. Do you remember hearing from the captain, Shay? I don't
Um,
remember. I mean, it's probably too long now. I don't remember seeing him either, like walking around, or maybe it
I
depends on
don't
the
think
ship.
so.
I don't. Yeah,
I
like
don't
maybe
think
we
so.
heard from him, but they have not released the dates yet. Okay, for Excite. Inaugural and President cruises are not for the masses on the Royal brand. So expensive. Even if you work with a travel agent like me, we can get you a better rate than what you see on the website. We definitely can, and with like onboard credit for Royal. But in general, if you're doing an inaugural for like Royal, these Oasis class ships, don't look for anything that's going to be inexpensive. Be willing, if you really want to do it, to pay thousands even for an interior room. But is sometimes I feel like Royal with new ships is almost like that iPhone factor, right, Shay? Years
Yeah.
ago, the new iPhone came out. You were standing online. You had to have it. It was $1,000. You just had to have the new phone. And some people are like that when it comes to Royal or celebrity. There's a new ship. I want to be on it first, even if they're not bloggers. They just want to be on it, to say that they've been on it for the first time. And so, yeah, I mean, I think like more than anything, if you want work with the travel agent, I'm a travel agent. I know that there's other people or content creators that are also travel agents. Reach out to us so we can get you the better rate than what you see on the website, right? And because these inaugurals are not cheap, and why not get a better rate, get some onboard credit, and so that you can be able to go on that cruise without spending more money. Not saying that you're going to save thousands, but you're going to save if you work with a travel agent. There are for big channels, indie execs, and top loyalty tiers. Oh, is that the President Cruises? Oh, I'm very low. And the I think to get to the next level in celebrity, I think we need 199, Shay. You, I'm
Okay.
gonna even as solo and we get double. I'm gonna be in that first tier. I think it's called classic for big time travel. Travel is yes here. I I love big ships. I like big ships. I do not like old ships. I like to go on new ships. Okay, you like to go on new ships as well. The Sun Princess was the way they were moving restaurants, fixing stuff, still installing shows. It was a mess. When did you go on Sun Princess again, Chris? When I went on Sun Princess, it was inaugural. Oh man, can you imagine if we was on the same ship at the same time? I think I knew you back then. I think it was a 5-day cruise. That's when I met Raquel for the first time. That's when I met Sig the solo cruiser for the first time, and And I don't know. I felt like by the time it got to us, though, they had they had dismantled the area where it was supposed to be all these climbing ropes and all this stuff, and I guess they figured that's not kind of our clientele, and so they dismantled that whole area, so there was nothing up there. Because I did a cruise tour, and it was literally like there was cruise ship tour. There was nothing up there. They had ropes saying you can't go up there, and so yeah. But for inaugurals, yes, sometimes that's how it is. I need to log in under my real channel. Okay, Cheryl. Okay. Um, I'm back under my new channel. Cruising is fun anytime. Okay.
Oh, okay.
How you doing, Cheryl? Cruising is fun anytime. Okay, thank you for coming through. I didn't. That was during the transatlantic. Okay. Oh, you did the transatlantic, Chris. Chris, you come. Have you looked to see if you're available for Thanksgiving next year? About Apex, let me know, or you could text me, send me a message. Well, I think that's good. So that is our review. That is our wrap up. That was our experiences. As I said, if you want to know more in detail, check out our vlogs. We did several vlogs on celebrity reflection and to see what we exactly ate, how was our experience, what was embarkation day really like. And so our day-to-day vlogs of that experience. I did go to Key West. I did a port. Did you do a port? I can't remember. Did you do a port guide for Key West?
Mm-mm.
So
No.
I did a port guide for Key West. I showed you everything that I did on Key West. Bimini, I think the time I went to Bimini, that was kind of like my wrap up video because I literally went to Bimini, got off the ship, walked around a little bit, and came back. And so that was kind of, and that was the day that I summed up what I thought briefly about celebrity reflection. And so check out our channels. And as I said again, if you have not subscribed to Shay's channel or my channel, please do so. Thank you again for coming. This is our time. Till next time, I'll see you sometime next month. I won't be here next week. But happy travel. Say bye to everybody, Shay.
Peace.
Peace. Bye everybody. Thank you for coming again.